Yahallo, good morning everyone, and good morning to you, Miss May. So, let me ask you guys a question. Can you imagine a world without punctuation? It's just like people cannot imagine a world without anime, manga, Netflix, Wi-Fi, or even smartphones. And just imagine reading a book with thousands and thousands of words and then reading it without a single full stop or period. Pretty difficult, right? And what's more is that some millennials and Gen Zs actually believe that periods in text messages are pretty hostile and uncool. Whoa, mind blown. Anyways, punctuation's importance revealed as technology developed. So classmates, listen carefully to know its importance. And now to continue starting my punctuation report, I will show you guys some vocabularies that we will encounter along the reporting. So here it is, vocabularies. Punctuation. It is the standardized way we use symbols in writing to make the meaning of a sentence clear and signpost how a piece of writing is to be read. Punctuation mark, it is a symbol such as a full stop or period, comma or question mark that they use to divide written words into sentences and clauses. Some examples of punctuation marks are, let's see, hyphen, where join words together, brackets, set off less important details, ellipsis, show that parts of sentences are left out, and parenthesis, where additional info is inside and can be omitted for less confusion. And so on and so forth, that I know you guys are already familiar with. So, let's proceed to the basic rules of punctuation. There are 3 as to my research. The first one being is that all punctuations must be parallel. So, for the example here, the incorrect sentence would be the teenagers, comma, students from Miss May's English class, hyphen, went to the English quiz B. That sentence is incorrect. The correct sentence, there are actually 2. The first one being the teenagers, comma, students from Miss May's English class, comma, went to the English quiz B. And the second correct sentence would be the teenagers, hyphen, students from Miss May's English class, hyphen, went to the English quiz B. Now these 2 sentences are correct because in the first sentence, it started with a comma and ended with a comma. Same with the second sentence, it started with a hyphen and ended with a hyphen. Therefore, making it parallel. Next basic rules of punctuation is that a colon must appear at the end of a clause. Now we have 3 here. We have list, elaboration, and statement. So for example, sa list, I have 3 sisters, Grace, Meredith, and Amelia. Now because of the basic rules of punctuation, you must add a colon after the main clause in a sentence. So sa list, I have 3 sisters, main clause, after that you add a colon and then proceed to list. Same with elaboration, I have decided not to move to another school. I decided to study in GSC. So main clause, after that, add a colon and then proceed to elaborate. And once again, same with the statement. Thinking back, Derek wasn't sure who started yesterday's fight. He couldn't decide whether it was his or his friend's fault. So, main clause, add a colon, and then proceed to restate your statement. Last basic rules of punctuation is that semicolons are used for equal emphasis. Now, with coordinating conjunction, the example given is that Nathan answered the question abruptly because he was busy. The coordinating conjunction in the sentence is the word because. Now you can change the word because into a semicolon and it would still be correct and understandable. So, Nathan answered the question abruptly. He was busy. Now, since we are done sa basic rules of punctuation, let's proceed to the main rules of punctuation, wherein rule 1, 2, 3, and 4 are basic and common knowledge. So let's just skip na lang with them, okay? Because we are running out of time. So let's start with rule number 5. Do not use apostrophe when you are pluralizing a word. The plural of toy is toys, not toys with an apostrophe S. Apostrophes are used to form contradictions, like it is transforms into its with an apostrophe S. And apostrophe is also indicates possession. Next rule, the ellipsis used to indicate variously the intentional omission of a section of text, an unfinished thought, and a trailing off into silence consists of only 3 dots. It is pointless to add more dots to an ellipsis than 3. Rule number 7, as per rules of British English, any punctuation mark that is not part of a quoted section of text must be placed outside the quotation marks. Next rule number 8, do not link independent clauses with commas. Independent clauses are groupings of words that can stand alone as sentences. And last but not least, rule number 9, use a comma after the introductory element of a sentence. The introductory element is a word or a phrase that begins a sentence by providing background or simply modifies it. So yeah, that's where my reporting ends about the rules of punctuation. Hope you guys understood something a lot. And thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Miss May. Good luck. God bless.